So Lil Mikey and another nigga arguing. So what happened was, Lil Mike ain't gonna lie, bro, he pump fake. They arguing, they having a little argument and shit, right? So Lil Mike said, nigga, you think I'm playing? He turned around like he and listen.
Oh, yes, E-W-E 3 No. Oh, Lil Mikey. Oh, Lil Mikey.
Kill Mikey, man.
Lil Mikey?
Yes.
Jaro?
Yes.
Yes! Damn! No face! Show your face, please, with sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, I had to do this video so we can get some clarity to this Jarocity Lil Mikey situation, and I feel it's needed, actually very important to do this video because we got to start holding each other accountable. Now I feel that if a lot of these guys had friends that held them accountable, a lot of them will still be here today, whether it's free from jail or still alive. And this Mikey situation is a clear representation of that due to what we found out actually happened. And then I seen a video on social media where there's people who are around him that was enabling that behavior, thinking that it was cool. This same behavior that led him to getting shot and unalived by his own friends. Now, as most of you already know, Jarocity Lil Mikey was shot and unalived at 11:30 in the morning after news reports say that he got into an argument with a man, and shortly after the argument, a firearm was drawn and Lil Mikey was shot multiple times right outside of a gas station and just feet away from the University of Chicago. When we first got the news on social media, you had the ops claiming they did something to him or alluding that they did, but then you had some saying that the ops didn't even do anything. We told y'all before that 9 times out of 10, it had to be someone close to him that did it, because if it was the ops, it would have been no arguing. It's literally nothing to talk about when you catch an op anywhere, and more than likely you don't want to talk because it gives them a chance to strike you first, especially if you was into it with an op you know is on it like that. Therefore, most people were saying that Lil Mikey was set up and backdoored. But here's the thing. Usually when someone is set up or backdoored, that consists of planning or some sort of premeditation involved where the suspect had every intent on doing something to the victim ahead of time. So while everyone was thinking that Lil Mikey was backdoored, we would come to find out what really happened, and now the tables have turned because judging from what we know about what happened, Lil Mikey wasn't actually backdoored. Now, did he get unalived by someone he knows? Maybe so, but that don't mean that it was a backdoor. Everything that happened, he seen it coming, and the witness explained that there was in fact a disagreement that took place between Mikey and a close affiliate before shots was ringing out.
2 in a row. That nigga was his homie, bro. Every Jaro knew. He got killed by another Jaro. I'm pretty sure of it. He emptied, listen, bro, I counted like, I can give you the whole scoop, bro. I'm not gonna hit you. He wasn't dead when they put him on the gurney, bro. No exaggeration, gang. I counted in my head, he had to get shot at least 8, 9, 10 times, bro. He wasn't dead. They was pumping on his chest. He was out there for like 10 minutes. This happened like an hour ago. On 63rd, back college, but the little gas station, mobile gas station, right across the street from there. They was pumping on his chest. I don't think he gonna make it. I can't confirm he dead, but he wasn't really moving, bro. And he got shot at least 8, 9 times. About how many bullets I counted, bro. Give you the whole scoop. I'm not a nigga from I'm one of the guys bro. I'll go get some weed. I'm walking, they using in front of the people sell weed, using in front of that laundromat right there. I didn't see them. So I kept walking. I saw at the time they know it was Lil Mikey. I'm gonna tell you how I knew found out it was him and all that. I saw them across the street they about 7, 8 of them motherfuckers. So I said, let me go ask these motherfuckers for some weed. So Lil Mikey and another nigga arguing. So what happened was, Lil Mike, ain't gonna lie, bro, he pump fake. They arguing, they having a little argument and shit, right? So Lil Mike said, nigga, you think I'm playing? He turned around like and listen. And now, Drexel, yeah, I think it is the block before college, bro. The block before college. But yeah. But Lil Mikey turned like he's going to his car. Dude, pull this shit out and get the dump him. Boom, 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 boom. He stood over Lil Mikey, gang. I didn't know it was that Lil Mikey, right? I heard Mookie say, man, they just shot Lil Mikey. The up screaming, Lil Mikey, Lil Mikey. I didn't know it was Lil Mikey from Jarocity to his old man. You know, his old man be up there selling squares until he walked up. I know his old man from Picnic from being in the joint. So I know his old man. His old man walked up like, oh my dad shot my boy. And ooh, I'm like, that's Lil Mikey from Jaro. Come like, short, he just came home.
Looking good, swipe. Nigga hopped in the white car gang and got up out of there, bro. But him and nigga was arguing. They was sitting there arguing. You know, some old woo. I told her, no, I said, I'm going to ask these niggas for some weed. So I just wait for these niggas.
Yeah, you can, me personally, I don't think he gonna survive, bro. Cause they just pumping him in the chest like a bro. I ain't seen no movement, bro. I think he gone, gang. Like I say, I counted. Listen, when he started shooting, I called my sister. During the process of shooting, I was calling my sister. I was FaceTiming my sister, gang. She didn't answer the phone, but my point is, kept ringing, and that shot was still going off. That's my point. So I don't think he gonna survive it, bro. But like I say, it's credible, bro. All is.
Now the crazy part is, the witness says that his father was even out there, and I'm assuming he witnessed everything that happened too, where his own son was gunned down right before his eyes. And everyone on social media is saying things like, the hate be so real, you gotta stay out of Chicago because they hate to see you level up. However, here's a key part of what the witness had to say. He said Lil Mikey was arguing with someone, and then mid-argument, he says, oh, you think I'm playing? As he walked to his car. Now, anybody that's from the hood, y'all know exactly what that means. It's no different than when you arguing with someone, and they say, you know what, stay right there. I'll be right back. These are all code words for when I get back, I'm coming with some sort of weapon. So in the case of Lil Mikey, we have to take a few things into consideration. Lil Mikey, who was a well-known stand-up member, known for being one of them ones who have a reputation in the streets for putting in work. So if someone like him tells you, oh, you think I'm playing? Why are we arguing? And then proceed to walk to his car? What does that tell you? To the average person, they're thinking he's about to go to that car, get a weapon, and do something to me, especially if I already know that he's mad because we just had an argument. So you think I'm about to wait there for him to get in the car and show me what he's coming back with? Especially if he's a known shooter? More than likely, I'm gonna get to him before he get to that car because it's a possibility that I wouldn't be here if he does. So this would explain why we seen him in the middle of the street just before that silver Nissan. And some say, well, he didn't have to unalive him. But that's one of the cons of being a well-known hitter, because whoever shot him knew that if he didn't unalive him, he would have to worry about Lil Mikey retaliating against him until he was gone. And honestly, some guys figure they don't have the time for that, so they're going to nip everything in the bud now. If not, they got to worry about ducking, they got to worry about being in public and got to look over their shoulder every 5 minutes. They got to worry about people shooting up their family house or doing something to their close affiliates. So in order to avoid all that, they say, you know what, I know it's a possibility. 9 times out of 10, he's going to try to get back. So I might as well do this right now. And I understand. Now, don't get it twisted. Lil Mikey wasn't just known as a hitter, because he also had a side that was given, and people said that he actually was a good person when you get to know him. But this is what happens when your street reputation exceeds you. In fact, here's what Tay Capone had to say in regards to Lil Mikey. These two, as y'all know, were considered ops in the GD versus BD war. However, you know you got a certain type of rank when even your ops could be honest and say that you was one of them ones.
Literally when Lil Mike just got out, folks. Lil Mike got out, I'm like, finally, folks. Real ops from Jaro I know, folks. On BD, like, I'm like, finally. Cause Lil Mike real Jarocity. On BD, he used to be clapping at us too, folks. I ain't gonna lie, Lil Mike like that. On phone he was a little slow. We always thought Lil Mike rode the short bus on phone, but he was like that. He come through clapping. And this one, we always had to get it out the mud on feet. This is why I salute my ops. You know what I'm saying? The ones that was really outside, that was really on that and like that. We had to get it on with each other on feet. We was walking on each other blocks, folks. We was walking in each other's stores. We was on that, folks. Ain't nobody had no cars. On folks now, we was having to get it out the mud with each other, folks. On Biddy and Lil Nate and Lil Mike. On King David, they said Jaro, Lil Mike, who did that 13 years? Yes, him.
Now, the reason I wanted to point all this out is to let the youngins know that this is one of the end results of this lifestyle. Not to mention to bring some clarity to the situation, because everyone is under the impression that he was backdoored, set up, or was foul play involved. But it wasn't. It was every bit of he thought that he could probably talk to this person in a certain way, and he was going to act a certain way with this person, and that person just wasn't having it. Y'all gotta remember, Lil Mikey just did 13 years. He came home just a year ago. It's a new day and a new time. So he may be operating off the old drill ways or the old drill culture, where he think maybe because he older or did time that someone care about all that. But no, these YNs out here not having that, and they got something to prove themselves and would love to catch rank on someone who got some. Now, I'm not saying the younger dude did it, that's just the reality. If it was an older guy that did it, same rules would apply. But one of the main points of this video was to use Lil Mikey as an example of holding our friends accountable. Mikey was known for being unpredictable and quick to fly off the draw. But if you know anything about people with that kind of behavior, they literally don't last that long. And the people around them tend to think that that behavior is cool, and they don't say nothing, and they kinda heighten it. Or they're scared themselves, so they never say anything. But I feel if you was to hold one of these guys accountable and let them know what they're doing isn't right, it's a possibility that you could save one of their lives. Here's one example that I seen online where a girl posted a memory of Lil Mikey, a time where they went to go chase someone who they thought hit them, and it ended up being the wrong person. However, Lil Mikey randomly decides to shoot at the car out of nowhere, and even though nothing happened that time, it could have got fatal. Y'all check this out.
Wait, this one right here? Yeah. I'm in the wrong car. He trying to get out. He trying to get out. Damn, he ain't never just do that.
I can't see.
This
Dirty car.
hold on, yes. EW. E. No. Oh! Lil Mikey! Lil Mikey! Lil Mikey! Oh, Lil Mikey!
Now here's what I mean when I talk about enabling and thinking things are cool until it's not. In the caption of that video, the person said, quote, "Y'all, why somebody hit the back of the car? Mikey talking about Sh0t, chase they butt. Mind y'all, I'm drunk as hell. I was following the wrong car and everything at first. Man, he was so mad, he tried to jump out the car at first, but we like, nah, Mikey, it's okay. Then dude sped off. This man done started blowing at him, done blew the back window out. This man so crazy, he be mad as F, just like me, laughing emoji. So clearly, it's all fun and games until it's not. Now, instead of holding him accountable and letting him know that he can't be doing that because you can hit an innocent bystander or put our lives in danger, or it's just wrong period, they laughing and joking about it like it's funny. Keep in mind, it was the wrong car that they were following. So just imagine if one of the shots would have landed and happened to unalive someone in that car. Or just imagine if whoever was in that car started shooting back. That means someone would have lost their life for no reason, and you probably would have lost your life for no reason, or he would have went to jail for absolutely no reason. So once again, holding our friends accountable whenever they do stuff like that can possibly save a life. Mikey didn't even have to prove nothing either to anybody because he was known to be a stand-up member already, and he did a whole bunch of time in jail. So what do he need to prove? He had the rank that guys try to get already, so what was the point? And can you imagine, right? Living your whole life cautious to where you don't get caught by your ops, only to lose your life by your own friend. Crazy. Anyway, y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. I figured we'll get some clarity on the situation and find a little message in it where hopefully someone take heed and learn to start holding our friends accountable. They say birds of a feather flock together, or if you're hanging around 10 broke people, you're destined to be the 11th one. The point of me saying that is, if you have someone you consider a friend, you care about them, hold them accountable. You may not notice it, but what they do is a reflection of you, whether you know it or not. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out. Are you tired of a bunch of social media gurus promising you results with their course, but all they do is take a bunch of information off YouTube and Google, then sell it to you? Well, look no further. Our YouTube Tips and Tricks Masterclass course comes equipped with SEO tips and tricks, along with methods we use to growth hack our YouTube channel. It also includes step-by-step ways to publish your video before uploading to guarantee a great SEO score, therefore your videos can rank and be shown to a bigger audience. Views and subscribers don't come by luck, and just how YouTube have an algorithm, you should have one as well that can guarantee you results. We're doing websites and softwares we personally use to generate money creating Faces YouTube channels. If you also would like to skip the process and just buy other pre-built accounts, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, we also threw that in there for you too. We went through trial and error, so you don't have to. Click the link in the description or the comments and get started today.